You're welcome to another live video. Okay, excuse me, guys. Today we're talking about why communication fails in relationships and how to fix it. Something popped up. All right, let me say that again. Today we're talking about why communication fails in relationships, and we're going to be talking about how we're going to fix it, how to fix it, right? And this video is to help you understand why communication breaks down, and also to give you tools to communicate with clarity instead of conflict. A lot of relationships and in marriage, the issue or the problem is not really about the problem. It's mostly about communication. People don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to express themselves. They don't know how to listen. They don't know their partner. Yeah. Okay, so I'm not gonna take much of your time this morning. Okay, so let's dive straight into it. Why communication fails? Number one, because people talk to be heard, not to understand. Number two, emotions speaks louder than words. Number three, assumptions replace curiosity. Okay, so we're gonna explain that quickly. Okay, I said communication often breaks down not because people don't talk, but because they are not connecting. People talk to be heard, not to understand. Many conversations are driven by the need to feel seen or validated, not by the desire to truly understand the other person. So, in a relationship or in a marriage, when there is conflict, people want to let their partner or their spouses to hear them. They don't want to understand why they are fighting, why they got to where they are. Yeah, people talk, they just I feel this, you're doing this, you always do this, you always do that. They're yelling, they're screaming on top of their voice. They do not want to understand. And vice versa, the other person too is not calm enough to understand why your partner is yelling, why your partner is angry. So people talk to be heard, not to understand. Good morning. Good morning, Goshan. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Today we're talking about why communication fail in relationship and how to fix it. You're welcome. Please like the live and subscribe to my channel. Okay, so number two, I said emotions speak louder than words. Even when the word sounds calm, unspoken emotions like frustration, fear, or hurt are often what the other person hears. So in a relationship, communication breaks down, communication fails when your emotion speaks louder than words. When you are supposed to sit down and communicate with your spouse. Okay, all right, Sarah, thank you for joining. When you're supposed to communicate with your spouse, you are not communicating, but you are showing your emotions. You're angry, you're hurt, and then you're slamming the door, you're yelling at them, you're giving them the silent treatment. You allow your emotions speak louder than words in your marriage or in your relationship. That breaks down communication. That breaks down communication. Number three, assumptions replace curiosity. Instead of asking questions, we assume we assume we assume motives, we assume intentions, or meanings, and that closes the door of understanding. So in a relationship or in a marriage, don't assume. The moment you begin to assume, it breaks down communication in your marriage. It breaks down the love. It breaks down everything. If there is something that you see or you speak, you speak to your partner about it, you let them know. Don't assume. Assumptions breaks relationship. Assumption breaks communication. If there's something you perceive, instead of thinking, oh, my partner is cheating, oh, my partner doesn't care about me, oh, my partner is this, my partner is that, ask them. Ask them. Okay? I wrote here that when curiosity leaves the conversation, misunderstanding takes over. Misunderstanding takes over when you begin to assume, when you are not curious, you don't want to know, you don't want to understand. It breaks down your relationship. Okay? Let's read what you guys are saying. James, hi James, thank you for joining. I'm not having a good day today. Tomorrow is going to be bad because I'm getting into. Why are you getting in fight, James? Why are you fighting? We don't fight here. Sirat, yes, I'm a counselor. Yes, I'm a marriage counselor. Yes, you got that correctly. Thank you for joining. Please subscribe to my channel and like the live. Okay, so moving on quickly. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining. I'm from Nigeria. Where are you watching from? Okay, I said communication fails when understanding is not the goal. You need to know, you need to try to put in the work to understand your partner, understand your spouse, understand why they are angry, understand why your partner is doing what they are doing, right? So yeah, I said that uh, communication fails in a marriage because of the disparity in communication. Number one, emotional versus logical communication. A partner can be an emotional communicator, and the other person can be a logical communicator, right? Let's explain that. Let's explain that so that you understand. Emotional communication says, oh, I want you to feel me. I want you to hear me. This person is sharing from a place of emotions. They want empathy, they want validation and connection before solution. So think about it. Are you an emotional communicator, or is your partner an emotional communicator? Think about it, right? The second one is logical communicator. Logical communication says, hear my point. This person is focused on facts, focused on solution and clarity. They want the issue understood and resolved. So ask yourself, am I a logical communicator or an emotional communicator? Right. So sometimes partners who are either of these, they they tend to fight because one partner does not understand the other, and they don't know how to mitigate the issue. They don't know how to meet in the middle. They don't know how to resolve the issues, right? So you need to understand, what kind of communicator am I, and that am my spouse, and how can we meet in the middle? How can we look beyond how we communicate and meet in the middle and focus on the issue, not on ourselves? Okay, I said problems arise when one person is speaking emotionally and the other is responding logically. Yeah, one is asking for connection, the other is offering correction, but both feel unheard. You need to be able to understand your partner. We've talked about this on this channel. Like, you need to know your partner. You need to understand them. You need to learn your partner. How are they? Hi, Steven. Okay, we're talking about why communication fails in relationship. Why communication fails in relationship and how we're going to fix it, how to fix it. Okay? All right. Thank you for joining. Please subscribe to my channel and like the live. Thank you so much. Okay. All right, so now let's go to how to fix it. When communication fails in your relationship or in your marriage, how do we fix it? Number one, slow the conversation down. Speed escalates misunderstanding. When there's a fight, slow down the conversation. So I've come to realize that in marriage, people are different. They're not the same. A partner might want to fix the issue immediately, and the other partner might just want to take a break. Let me take a walk. I don't want to speak now because I'm angry, right? Which is okay, which is understandable, because when you're angry, when you're hurt, when you're in your feelings, you might say what you do not mean. You might say what you don't want to say, right? So slow down the conversation. Speed escalates misunderstanding. You need to slow down. You need to think about it. What just happened? Why did it happen? What did I do wrong? What did he do wrong? Think about it. Put your words together so that you are able to express yourself. What's the word now? You are able to express yourself intelligently, eloquently, and then your spouse will understand. They will understand you very well. Okay, number two, name the emotion before the issue. When people feel seen, they listen better. I've taught you guys on this page. I've taught you. If you have missed our previous live, go and watch them. Okay, name the emotion. How are you feeling? When there is a fight, when there is a misunderstanding, tell your spouse how you're feeling. How do you feel? How did the thing they have done, how did it make you feel? I feel bad, I feel sad, I feel neglected, I feel alone, I feel disrespected. I feel Tell them what you're feeling, because when you tell them what you're feeling, they'll be able to listen better, they'll be able to understand you. Hey babe, I don't know, I don't like what you did last night. I felt really sad, I felt neglected, I felt I'm here by myself. I do not feel seen, I do not feel understood. You are saying what you feel, how you feel, so they understand you, so you know that it is not about your partner, it's about the issue. When you name your emotion before the issue. Okay. Number three, speak to be understood, not to win. I've seen this several times in counseling. People speak, they speak to win. They want to win. They want their partner to tell them, oh, you have won. No, that shouldn't be the issue. That shouldn't be it. It should be about the issue. Speak to be understood. Why are you feeling the way you're feeling? Why did you do that to me? Winning an argument can cost you connection. If you're always fighting and speaking so that you win, your partner would, they will leave you. They will not leave you in the sense, I'm not leaving the marriage, so to speak, but they will not want to communicate with you. They will not want to pursue resolving the conflict with you, because they feel like, oh, she just wants to win. He just wants to win, right? Speak to be understood, not to win. Express yourself. Focus on the issue, not the person. I'm sure, yes, you love your partner, you love your spouse, but you do not like what they've done to you. So focus on that thing they are doing that you do not like. Don't speak because you are angry and then you start pulling your partner down and using derogative words and just slamming them with insults and foul language and insulting them because of the what you're feeling at that moment or in that moment. No, that's why I said that it's okay to slow the conversation down. Take a walk, listen to music, take a walk, just walk out, take fresh air, then come back to talk about it with a calm mind, with a fresh mind. Because sometimes if you speak immediately, you tend to say things that you do not mean, and then that can even make the matter worse. Okay. So number one, I say slow down the conversation. Number two, name the emotion, name what you're feeling. How do you feel? What are you feeling? What they've done to you, how did it make you feel? Then speak to be understood, not to win. Explain to them, this is how I want you to treat me, this is how I'm feeling, and this is it, this is that. Not pulling them down, yelling at them. Yelling at them. Speak to your spouse the way you want to be spoken to. Talk to your spouse, your partner, the way you want to speak to them, the way you want them to speak to you. Because truth be told, if we are having a conversation and I'm yelling at you, there's a tendency that you will yell back at me. So we are not moving forward. We are not moving forward. We are not. But if you speak to me calmly, I want to listen to you. I want to understand you. I want to hear you calmly. And I would want to try to understand you. And okay, let us resolve this issue. But if you're yelling at me, if you're shouting, or you're using words on me, or you are using foul language and you're making me feel less of myself, the conversation will not move forward. The conflict will not be resolved. Okay? Okay, guys. Okay. I hope you're learning. I hope you have learned something. Okay, tell me, when there's conflict, do you shut down? Do you shut down? Do you defend yourself, or do you try to explain? Tell me in the comment section. And let me use the opportunity to read what we have here. Steven says that communication in marriage is almost not easy to solve. When it's gone, it means they are breaking up. I agree with you, Steven, sincerely. That is why it is important for couples to try and First of all, be friends. Be friends with your spouse. Be friends with your partner. Be friends. Friends, they want to talk to each other. They miss each other when they are not speaking, right? When you are friends with your partner, you want to quickly resolve the issue. So I always advise my clients or people I speak to for counseling that when there's a conflict, try to resolve the matter. Try to talk about it quickly. Don't give yourself silent treatment, because the moment you give yourself silent treatment or you start ignoring each other, it festers. And you can stay there for long. And you'll be like, why are we fighting? We've not spoken for almost 3 days. What is happening? And then it's more difficult to now go back to the main issue, what happened initially, because you don't even know what happened. You're just angry. So that's why I always tell my people that speak up. Speak up when there's something, when your spouse or your partner has done something wrong, or they hurt you, or they are hurting you, or they are doing something you do not like. Speak up. Find a time to speak up. Find a time to talk about it. And like I said, tell them, speak about the issue. You don't need to talk down on them. No, don't talk down on your partner. Express how you're feeling. Babe, I do not feel good. I feel so sad. What happened last night? It was so sad. I felt terrible. I felt angry. I felt neglected. I felt like I'm all alone in this marriage. There's a way you speak to someone that they want to listen to you. There's a way you speak to someone that they want to hear you. There's a way you speak to someone that they will feel you. They want to understand you. But if you speak to someone in a derogative way, you're shouting, you're yelling, it will not move forward. You guys will not move forward. You guys will not enjoy yourself. You will not enjoy the marriage, right? So speak calmly. Speak calmly and try to learn about your spouse. Learn about your spouse. Try to know them. This is how my spouse is. This is how my spouse is. They like this. They don't like this. And do what they like. Really. That's relationship. You try to meet in the middle. But a lot of people are selfish. A lot of people are selfish in their relationship. They're selfish in their marriage. They want it to be all about them. It has to be me. It has to be my way. No, you're no more single. You're in a relationship or you're married. It's no longer about you. It's about both of you. You're now one. Both of you in the marriage. Both of you in the marriage. So you need to try and find a way to compromise. Find a way to meet in the middle. Okay, guys. Baby Sola says she shut down. I can imagine. I know it's okay. It's okay to take a moment. Take a moment to reflect. That's it. Reflect. Think about it. Okay, this has happened. Yeah. What happened? How am I feeling? What did he do to me, or what did she do to me? You think about it, you reflect. It's okay to write down your points, write down the things you want to say when you want to communicate. That's fine. Sometimes I write down my points. When my husband hurts me, I write it down. This is this is how I feel. This is it. This is that. I write it down so that when it's time for us to communicate, I'm able to speak calmly. I'm able to speak and express myself and express how I am feeling, not yelling at him or shouting at him or making him feel less of a person. No, you don't do that. Okay? I hope you guys have learned something. And again, my book, Fight Like a Winner. This book is a must-have for people in a relationship or marriage. It's a simple guide for conflict resolution in relationships and marriages. It helps you to know how to communicate. It teaches you timing, the time when you're supposed to bring up conversations. It teaches you tone. This book teaches you tone on how to use to communicate with your spouse. I have about 22 types of conflict in this book. It will help you to know the type of conflict and how to resolve them. It helps you to see your partner in a different light. It helps you to love your partner better, to understand your partner. It goes for 5,000 naira only. I'll put the link in the description box. It's there. It's available on Seller. And if you are in Nigeria, you want the hard copy, there's a WhatsApp number in the description box that you can send a message to get the hard copies. You can get as many copies as you desire, right? Read it, help your marriage, help yourself, learn yourself, be self-aware. When you're self-aware, you'll be able to love your partner, you'll be able to love your spouse adequately. Okay, I hope you guys have learned a lot today. Okay, I wrote here, I said healthy communication is a skill, and skills can be learned. You can learn how to communicate, you can learn it. It's one day at a time, one day at a time. If you try today and you realize that, oh, I did not think I did well yesterday, pick it up again tomorrow. Keep practicing, and this book is going to teach you a lot: how to practice, how to speak to your spouse, how your tone, your timing, how to understand them, how to understand yourself. Okay, communication breaks down when understanding is not the goal. When there's a conflict, first of all, try to understand what happened. When you try to understand, you are not fighting because you want to win. You are not fighting because you want to feel like, oh, you are the head, or you have more points than your partner. No. When there's a conflict, the first thing that should be at the back of your mind is understanding what happened. How did I make you feel? How can I do better? How can we move forward? Okay, I hope you guys learned something. Thank you so much for joining. That brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you learned a lot. Okay, so next live video, we'll be talking about how to express your need without sounding demanding. We're going to talk about how you can express your need. Okay, that should be either tonight or tomorrow morning. I'm not sure yet, but subscribe to my channel so that you get the notification when I come live. My name is Damilola Gloville. I'm a marriage counselor. I help couples enjoy marriage, and I prepare singles for a fulfilled married life. If you want a counseling session with me, I'll put a link in the description box. Okay, thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you in my next video. Good night, Riley. Thank you so much for joining. Please subscribe to my channel. Bye bye, guys. Thank you. All right.